We are. There we go. I think we are live.
Are we?
Matt, yes, we are. I think so.
We're officially live? All right, there we go.
So. I'm gonna take a look here really quickly here. Matt's gonna start spamming a bunch of people here. Let's take a peek inside the group really quickly. Matt, you do your thing here. We'll wait for some people to jump on. Oh my God, come on. All right. Yep, there we are. Got one viewer.
There we go. We are live? Okay, I'm waiting for the notification.
Really quick. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go.
All right, cool.
Awesome. Well, guys, welcome to Whiskey Thursday. Just me and Matt again tonight, third week in a row.
Oh.
What's going on? Everybody, thanks for joining in. If you're tuning in live, make sure to let us know, hashtag live down below, and let us know where you're watching from. We always like to know where you're watching from. Matt wants to know if you're in Detroit. He's always looking for new friends.
Always.
Matt, tell everybody what you just bought again this week.
Another go-kart.
Another go-kart. Another go-kart. This is what digital marketers spend their money on. Useless things. You can't even drive this stupid thing.
I have to go to a track to drive it. Yeah, it's not something you can drive in the city. You get in big trouble for that.
Oh no, that's right. Sorry, I that's right. Zach, he's like, "Fuck you." I was there last week. Yeah, you were. Sorry, Zach. I forgot about last week. Zach was here last week. We had a good time. Really good discussion, actually. I think that was interesting. We talked a little bit about some of the other things that we're doing, CPA and things like that. That's kind of fun. And that's something we talk a lot about.
Texas, I'm an hour and a half from Detroit, close, 45 minutes, but still, exactly. I'm not in Detroit. I'm in Kego. I'm in the Keys.
You're not an hour and a half from Detroit. I drove right through to get to your house.
45 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So, anyways. It's
an hour and a half at rush hour.
What's that?
I said it's an hour and a half at rush hour.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
so tonight we got a special announcement, I guess. We do have somebody joining us a little bit later, so we got some changes going on inside the big group. So stick around for that. It's probably going to happen in the next 15 minutes or so. Matt, let's go ahead. Zach says, I'm drinking tequila and working on our side project. It's a
he just commented because he's like, I hate that you guys call it a side project. I know. It's totally not a side project. It's like legit mainstream, one of the mainstreams of the business. So
I guess I didn't mean to call it a side project. I mean, it's one of the projects that we're working on aside from some of the real estate stuff. So yeah, it did start off as a side project, but
it's become something so much bigger.
Yeah. It seems like, you guys are having a lot of fun with it. So that's kind of cool. Really quickly, let's talk about the 7-day challenge that was released last week. Really quickly, I know there's a wins post that went up inside of the big group this week. What is some of the feedback that we're seeing from the private group? What's some of the feedback you've seen from other people, and what do you think people can do to sort of improve results? I see that the reach is really low this time around, I think is what some people are complaining, especially on day 2 with the bait post and stuff like that. But you still have your database?
Day 1 was the bait post.
Day 1, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, day 2 was the engagement, right? We show them how to do engagement posts. And I think that what it is a lot of people are having issues because we're social media marketers, but we haven't been active on social media on our own profiles. And so when it comes to posting on our profile, like if we haven't been super active, we're not seeing the results. And we do have a couple people who have been seeing some awesome results, especially the ones that have been active before. They're seeing some really great results. So it's been pretty neat. We're trying to get people to post in the wins post because everybody's got a little group.
Well, I think the other thing too is I was thinking about this earlier. With the bait post, because that's always been like that worked really well the first time around, and I think that what's happened, especially with some of the people that are inside of our private group, where like we're teaching this, we talk about the Facebook acquisition style, right? Like where you're posting results and you're reaching out to people and you're adding more real estate agents and team leaders and brokerages to your friends list. Well, that's going to narrow down your search, right? Whereas the first time around, I think with the 7-day challenge, like a lot of people just don't have those types of friends. And again, I think it really, so when you're doing the bait post, you're basically putting that out there to everybody, right? It's not just, friends, families, coworkers,
Right.
you're sort of your original friends list. Now, some of these people have friends lists of, 1,000 people, 1,500, 3,000 people. And a lot of those people are potential clients, right? So that may limit that sort of reach as well. And again, this is one of the reasons why I've always segmented my list so that, when you want to get a post in front of this, certain type of crowd, whether it's your friends and family or, potential clients and prospects, making sure to separate that friends list by, tagging them properly or creating those lists is really important.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the wins post right now. We got a couple of people that are already getting clients from this within the first 7 days. So I think that's pretty sweet. If you're watching right now, are you currently in the 7-day challenge? Are you currently doing the things of the 7-day challenge? Yes or no? Let us know in the comments below. And if you are, if you have wins, make sure they're on the wins post.
For sure. And a couple important comments here. Scott says, happy birthday, Shane. Thank you, Scott. Day after, but it's all good. Thank you, everybody, for all the nice wishes yesterday. Tons of messages, posts, and everything. Matt, thank you for that post as well. Really nice. Peter says here, he thinks that's why I'm sucking, I guess. I'm assuming he's talking about the bait post. I'm not sure. Tim says, happy belated birthday. Thanks, Tim. And Ed here. How's it going, Ed? Ed's gotten some really good results from the 7-day challenge.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. He actually flipped things around a little bit, went after LOs, which is kind of cool. And he's been getting some really good results with that as well.
Yep.
So that's interesting. Just as here says he's starting the 7-day challenge. I think you got in a little bit late. So yeah, the content's dripped to you. You probably won't see day one until either today or tomorrow. I believe you got in yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe today. So Matt, any words of wisdom here that people can do to, improve their results, or
do it twice.
Do it twice.
Seriously, do it twice. The first time around, a lot of people are like, oh, because we're getting so many things in line, right? We're getting this database figured out. We're getting, the database is huge, right? Because we're getting it figured out. Where are the people at? Where do we have the contact information? How do we get the contact information? How do we organize the contact information? But I feel like a lot of people are realizing the value of having a database. And tell me if that's right or wrong. If you're currently in it, if you're kind of seeing the value in having a database now. Because it's something that we tell our clients, like, you're building your database, you're building your list. And then we as marketers often forget to do that, right? So we've kind of taken the 7-day challenge and gone really back to the basics with like a daily instructional. Here's what you have to do. And I feel like that makes it easier for a lot of people because they know what they have to do every single day.
Right. And I think the other thing too, a lot of agents, like real estate agents, focus so much on their sphere, right? A lot of them are taught to, to promote and advertise and reach out to their sphere on a regular basis. It's essentially what the 7-day challenge is really building up that database and going out and talking to the people that actually know you best, and asking them for the business. And you can this is not a one-time thing, right? This is not something that you just do once and that's it and you forget about it, right? This is something that you can continuously do over and over and over again.
100%.
And you can keep reaching out to your database. You can keep updating them, about what's going on in your business and how you're doing. If for whatever reason, you've got 15 clients and, a couple drop off, so you have room to take a few more clients, and just change up your email a little bit when you reach back out to that sphere and let them know that, hey, you have room for, a couple more clients. Things have been going really well. We've gotten amazing results for our clients. Do you know any real estate agents that could get these types of results? I can take on 2 more clients, right? So you can do this on a regular basis. It's not just, this one time throughout the 7-day challenge. We're trying to give you sort of that baseline and just some different ideas here, but continue to do this throughout, as long as you own your business, as long as you're growing your business.
Well, I mean, this is your business essentially. Like a lot of people are constantly looking for, I don't know what you would say. They're looking for clients all the time, right? But they're not focused on their business. And this is kind of a reminder, like you have to focus on the business. You have to actually build your business if you want it to grow. You can sit there and focus on getting this client, getting that client. But if you don't have a database, like if you don't have people going into something, like you're going to lose all the people that aren't ready right now because you're not communicating with them. You're not staying in front of them. You're not doing the things it takes to convert them, which is one of our biggest complaints whenever we're working with a real estate agent, right? Is they're not doing the things it takes to convert them. So imagine if you hired you, what would you make yourself do? What would you make yourself go and do? And that's kind of what we try to do with the 7-Day Challenge. It's like, okay, if I was an employee for me, what would I need to be doing? Right?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. And for anybody that missed out on the first time around, I know there's been a lot of questions. I just noticed my name needs to be changed here. Hang on a sec. Let's talk about it's two Matt Kramers. Let me change that because that looks ridiculous. So Matt, for anybody that missed the first time around, we offered this up for I think for 48 hours for people. How do people get into it, later down the road, or what's the plans down the road for the 7-Day Challenge?
Yeah, the next 7-Day Challenge basically is going to, the next evolution of it, it's going to be something that anybody can get in at any time. It'll be $27 that they can get into it for, and they'll be able to just take it and run, right? So they'll get in and it'll drip over 7 days, all the stuff that they need to do. And then when you get done, I mean, my advice, go back through it again, right? You don't have to necessarily do those exact bait posts, those exact engagement posts. Like I would switch it up. It seems to go without saying, but I would switch it up. But go through it and basically build out your own 7 days that you do every 7 days. Like, this is what I do. This is how I grow my business, right? I mean, that's, yeah,
absolutely. So we did so the plan just moving forward here. So we did a 7-Day Challenge. Well, you did your original one with the real estate agents, right? That went really well. Lots of great results with that. We decided to go ahead and do something similar for the marketers. And we did an original one about, I think it was like 5-6 months ago, right? We did a 7-Day Challenge. We adjusted that one because there was a lot of feedback from that original one. And so we adjusted that one into what we have currently, which I think there's a lot more content. There's the client acquisition funnel. That's part
you're getting a client acquisition funnel with the VSL scripts.
I think too, right? Like we, not just the VSL scripts, but I think we included the call scripts as well, which was another big question about like, what do I tell these people? Once I do have a referral, like how do I reach out to them? What do I tell them? Things like that. And I think the idea for the V3 of the 7-Day Challenge is to take all the feedback from this version of it and make it even better on the third try. So for anybody that's part of the 7-Day Challenge right now, expect that we're going to reach out to you, probably in what, I guess, 5 days from now, looking for some feedback, just challenges that you've run into, problems that you ran into, questions that we didn't answer, things like that, right?
Exactly. Trying to nail down those last final details from the second, or from the first time to now, and then from now to the next one. And the next one will be launching, I believe, next week. So people will be able to get into it there. It'll be $27, and they'll get to go through the whole 7-Day Challenge, the revamped version, the updated version. Everything will be ready to go.
Very cool. Awesome. So Reggie, thanks for joining us. He says, I'm planning to get on board in the mastermind in a few months. It's awesome, Reggie. I think you'll really enjoy that. Tons of value in there. The private group is just absolutely lit. I mean, there's so much. The guy,
it's lit. Did you just say that?
You know what? I said lit because
you just had a birthday and you're trying to feel younger.
Yes, it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it's just because you keep seeing things and you keep. Anyways, whatever. I don't want to get into it. But
I don't know if there's an excuse for that one.
Yeah. But it really, the private group is really so different than what we're getting inside of the bigger group. I mean, people are way more. I think we talked about this the last time too. It's just, people are much more open into like sharing what's working, what's not working. Challenges they're running into with some of the ads, and people that are running successful ads, they're coming inside and they're posting their ads and things like that's really cool, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Reggie, whenever you can get into that, I think you'll really you're going to get a ton of value, plus all the content as well, right? So Peter says, what's the announcement? Peter, you got to wait here. Sorry, buddy. Reggie says, some clients also do not understand the importance of a database. Absolutely. Very true. And I think this is part of, what we try to help them with when we're working with them. I know, Matt, you've run into this as well, where clients don't even have a CRM. We're having to build out CRMs for them and try to, remind them how important this is, and especially on the lead gen side of things, especially with Facebook, right? Because it really is top of funnel stuff. It takes time to convert leads. So, building out those databases are definitely important.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about the beta program or the course, whatever, is the network in there. It's just so valuable to get into a network with other people who are in the same line of work, who are willing to share and that are active and doing stuff, right? Because you can be in so many different groups and very few people are actually doing things and having any success with them. Or I should say few people are having success, let alone actually doing things like and attempting it, right? Seems like everybody kind of slapped the fact that they were an agency owner on top of their profile, and then they waited for clients a lot of times in a lot of groups, right?
Yeah, and the other thing too is I just saw another post today. Somebody has got an LO. He's looking for somebody to take care of that client for them. There's a couple of people in there that they've been looking for white label marketers. They're posting inside the private group, and they're interacting with people. I think the networking part of it is definitely a big part of that private group. We've sent countless leads to marketers. Some of them have closed, some of them haven't. So things that we get that are some of the smaller clients that reach out to us. So we hand them off to the marketers inside the private group. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of value there.
100%. John says, what CRM do you guys usually go with when you build out a new system for realtors? What have we been using lately? Follow Up Boss and LionDesk?
Yeah, so typically we did another one recently, which was Follow Up Boss. LionDesk is an okay one for it. I mean, I think it really depends on the type of client, sort of the price point that they want to be at. LionDesk is, what is it, $25 for the normal version?
Yeah, something like that.
For the pro version.
Not much at all.
It's a quick and easy way to get somebody up and running really quickly that doesn't have a CRM. Follow Up Boss is a really nice. It's got a really nice interface. Got a built-in dialer. It's got smart lists built into it. It's something that's a little bit nicer, I find, easier to use. It's a little bit more expensive though.
Right.
And other people are implementing versions of High Level, and they're bringing on their clients onto that platform. And I think they're seeing some really good results with that. I think the nice thing with that too, it's not something that we've done, but I think part of that is that they maintain a lot more control over, and it does a lot more, right? So I think people are seeing some success with that as well. Yeah.
Forrest says #live. Yeah. Alina says network with your peers is gold. Absolutely. The #live. You know what? We forgot to say that. So if you guys are watching live, #live in the comments below. If you're watching the replay, #replay in the comments below.
We didn't forget it. The first thing I said when everybody joined.
But nobody listened. Nobody listened.
Nobody listened to me.
No, everybody's like, oh, Shane, come on, hashtags.
I know, right? Okay, well, here's a really cool thing too. So if you're part of the private group, in the private group, if you hashtag, what did I do? I did add example REMCM, right? You can see all there's 100 comments on that post, right? And people are actually posting all of their successful ads that they've run for different. What are you looking at?
I keep waiting because we have these two lamps and they're supposed to be timed when they go on, and so the one just went on, and I'm waiting for the other one to go on. Sorry, distracted.
So you remember that, right? When I did I had this rant on hashtags, right? And they were completely useless. inside the lives, like, oh, hashtag blah blah blah. And so like, why were we hashtagging when you can't like even find anything inside of a live, right? But inside the private group, we use the hashtags. So we have but like I started figuring out how to use hashtags, right? So
well, that's what we were saying. Like, if you hear something that's really gold in the live, make sure to hashtag value so that other people can find it too.
Well, okay, so here's the problem with the hashtags,
the
though.
hashtag was?
Yeah, but like, oh, I guess with inside the live, it would tell you like at what time, like the gold was, right? So maybe that's I don't know. Anyways, if you hashtag inside the comments, when like you search, it only brings up the stupid comments.
Yeah.
Maybe I just haven't figured out how to. Anyways, the whole point is, inside the private group, we have the like if you use the hashtag @ example REMCM, then you get like all of our examples that like all of our successful ads that we're running, plus like dozens and dozens and dozens of other marketers that are running ads, and they've been posting inside of that one feed. It's pretty cool. So.
Speaking of the private group, have we taken down the one-on-one coaching calls on that yet?
No, not yet.
All right. Well, all right. So if you guys are not in the private group and you want to get in the private group, message me or Shane tonight, because that will be coming down. What do we say? I know we talked about taking it down a while ago, but let's announce it so that everybody knows when we're taking the one-on-ones down. I don't know. What's the last day of the month? Is it 30th or 31st?
It's supposed to come down. You know what it is? It's just me being lazy. All I have to do, the only thing I need to do is remove one line and then modify the emails. That's it. And
so if you guys still want in and you want your one-on-one coaching call with either Shane or myself, go ahead and message us and let us know, and we'll get you in tonight or get you in tomorrow, whatever. But we're going to take that is going to be going away, because like as we're growing, as we're getting more people in, it's like that's taking more and more time. So we are going to be removing that just because we're growing so fast in there as of the end of this month, whatever 11:59 on the last day of this month is.
And if I get around to it,
I'll get around to it.
Yeah, because right now they're booking on your calendar, right?
I know. So Forrest says, can I schedule it? Yeah, Forrest, hit us up. You can still schedule it. I think you should still have the email with the schedule link. So you're good there.
Oh, yeah. Anybody that's part of it right now, if you haven't booked your call, then go ahead and book it, right? Yeah, just says he still hasn't booked. You still haven't booked you just booked it, but he ended up canceling on me. I think that's what that was. I think that was you. You ended up canceling your call. So
that's funny.
It's all good. I was busy that day anyways. It's like, whew, if I can breathe.
I think like half the people in here or more are in the private group. So yeah, probably. Anyways, let us know. Are you in the private group currently, or do you want in right now? Do you need us to send you a link? Let us know.
Well, I know Doug's in. I know Force is in. Justej is in. Who else is here that I see?
Tim's in.
Nick is in. Tim is in. Yeah, like a bunch of people here that are watching are.
Peter's in.
Yeah.
Cool. Alina's in. Ed's in. Scott's in. All right, I won't keep going. Is this live? Yes, Leonard, this is live. I've never seen somebody comment that on our own lives. I've seen it commented on like webinars and stuff. So that's funny.
Yeah, this is 100% live.
Yeah, this is live. Ricky wants the link. Perfect.
Cool.
Are you? Yeah, you started it, so you can put the link in the chat and pin it. Actually,
then we're gonna have to figure it. I need instructions on how to pin that. So, so let's talk about the announcement here that's coming up.
Yeah, do we have?
What time is it right now?
It's 9:09.
Yeah. No, oh crap! Yeah, we got to do this quick. So one of the things that we've realized, I think, inside of the big group, so the RMCM group here, is that we're growing fast, and there are some very valuable marketers out there that we would like to, I don't know, is the right word, take advantage of?
Take advantage of. We would like
That's
to.
not the right word, but I think we're always looking for ways to add more value to the group, right? Whether you're in the private group or not, and you're still in the big group, I think there's tons of value inside the big group, right?
Yeah.
If you know how to use the search feature, you can figure out how to do Facebook ads for real estate. There's no doubt.
Absolutely. Like there's more than enough information in the free group to start your business.
Exactly.
Sure. So you get it started, you get a couple clients, you want to take it to the next level, that's when you join. Like I'm not telling anybody like you spend your last dollar here. No, there's plenty of free information in there. Go get it. Go get your first client. And when you're ready to take it to the next level and you've already got your first client, then jump in.
Absolutely. And so why don't you explain some of the things we've been talking about, like the past couple of months about, how to, like what we want to do with the group, like the bigger group,
Gosh,
sort of how we want to grow it with other marketers.
Yeah. So, I mean, one of the things is finding other marketers that are crushing it that we can trust, right? Because that's the other thing. They got to be trustable or trustworthy or whatever. They're not going to go out and I don't know, take people's money for stupid things because we've seen that with not in our group specifically, but in other groups, right? And so one thing that we want to bring in people who are going to add value, people that are going to be able to answer questions, people that know what they're talking about when they answer questions. I mean, that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when somebody doesn't know what they're talking about and they go on a rant or they go live or they go post in the group or they answer questions and they don't know what they're talking about. And like, you can end up hurting somebody's business when you do that. So finding the right people that can be in here and that can be providing value, that have the real estate background, that have the marketing background is not easy. And I think that's one of the things that has kept us from pushing forward with certain features in the group is the fact that we don't want to risk anybody getting bad information, right?
So what's the solution, Matt?
The solution, well, are we?
Yeah, I sent the link out over. Oh no, I didn't. Hang on a second. Right. So the solution we've been talking about is bringing on more marketers, especially as we get busier inside the private group. Gives us more time in the private group. We can have other marketers inside the bigger group helping out, answering questions, and staying on top of things as much as possible. Plus, deliver more valuable content. And we're going to talk about some of the strategies here that we've been thinking about as well. So yep. I just fired off a link to that.
Cool. So wait.
So let's just sit here in silence and wait until.
I think so. I think silence. Maybe. Well, there goes the next chatbot notification. Cool.
I said just as here it says, what are our thoughts on the no ISA rules in areas such as BC and other areas that have these types of laws?
Shane, you'd know that better than I would.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I honestly, I don't know about BC. I've actually done calls in British Columbia. I never had any issues, but we'd have to look. Like we'd have to. I think we're not lawyers or anything like that. But look at who's here. What up?
Wait. What up? Dude, you sent the link to the wrong guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you guys hear me right?
This is not. Hang on a second.
Hang on. We're talking about expert professional marketers. 1 second here.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'll wait.
Sorry about that.
No, but so the solution.
Well, like Anthony's a good guy. Let's just bring him on too.
Yeah, bring me on too.
Bring him on too. All right.
Just as we'll go ahead and answer this question after here, but let's just kind of formally introduce what we're doing here now that Anthony's here. Anthony, you ruined our surprise by jumping on. But that's okay.
Send me the link. What do you want me to do? Wait.
That's what I was going to say. You sent him the link. Was he supposed to be like watching and waiting, and then there'd be like a 20?
Yeah. What do you think this is? I got things going on, Shane. I'm not waiting for you.
I know. Yeah. And you're at a barbecue right now, right? So
I am. Yeah. But
So this is So for everybody that's watching, this is the cool announcement here that we have. Anthony, myself, Matt, we've all been talking about how to add more value to the big group. What can we do, to just continuously try to grow this, and that's the thing is, if we can continue to grow that group, you get more people inside of it, get more engagement, you get more ideas and just people sharing, right? And really building out this really cool community. And that was always the goal, right? Just to, build an awesome community of people that are sharing ideas, sharing results, what's working, what's not working, answering questions when people have questions. And then, as Matt said, when you want to, level up, then you can join the courses, the master classes, and so on. Anthony and I, we were talking. Anthony, you were talking about building your own group. Said, listen, there's no point in you doing that because we got one here that's on fire. And
Anthony was like, I guess if you can't beat them, join them, right?
Yeah, I was like, shit, I could just start from where you guys are, or just beat,
Yeah.
Right.
But the other cool thing is, we get along really well with you, Anthony. So that's and I think we all have similar values in terms of, what we want to show people and teach people, and
100%.
what the type of group we want to maintain here. And plus, as we continue to grow and as the course continues to grow and the private group grows, Matt and I get busy. We can't focus as much on the bigger group. Master classes are, we were doing them every couple months and things like that. We can't do them as often anymore. It's just
we want to do master classes. And if you guys want master classes, hashtag masterclass in the comments below. Let us know.
Want a good master classes. Come on, everybody wants a master class,
right? I love master classes. I mean, that was, there was a couple groups where people were doing those, and it was like without fail. I paid for them every single month because I just love getting just a little bit out of every one. Because I mean, a lot of them, a lot of other groups, I should say, you know a lot of it, right? But like, there's a couple morsels, as Zach would have us
those
say.
Little golden nuggets.
Oh, Zach's gonna
all
kill
about
us.
Those gold nuggets. So and just to kind of
us, yeah.
just to kind of expand on what Shane said, Matt and Shane are both doing kind of, focused on their courses and building out some more advanced stuff here. And, for me, I realized that, and Shane and I talked about this about a year ago now. I had a course I had built, and what happened was, I was literally updating that course like every 3 or 4 weeks because something would change in Facebook or something would change here and something would change there. And it got really frustrating. And I literally eventually just took down the class. I was like, fuck this. I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not redoing a piece that's taking up too much time, realistically, right?
Right.
So, I got to a point where I was like, all right, so, the masterclass are kind of the way to go, right? Where you can give people great information, good actionable advice. And yes, you can show them a couple of things like in an ad account or stuff like that, but the ad itself isn't going to change and the psychology behind it isn't going to change and whatnot. So, our goal, as we all discussed it, and just so, the group knows now, our goal is to put on one masterclass per month moving forward, right? So I know that Matt has a masterclass going on next month, but after that, I'm going to be taking over doing the masterclasses on a monthly basis. So we're going to be doing not only social media stuff, but we're going to be doing copywriting and email marketing and text message marketing. We're going to really be doing a lot of stuff that's going to complement a lot of the courses that have already been taught inside of this group, right? And I think it's really important to get a full picture of how to be a great marketer, not just a great Facebook advertiser, right? And I think a lot of people miss that. So I'm excited. I've already talked to a couple people, and in fact, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I've actually already booked our August masterclass. It's going to be fucking fire. So I'm excited for it. He's excited for it. I already kind of told him, after I spoke with you today, Shane. So, it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of really great stuff upcoming in the group. And the other part of that is bringing in some different types of people. We have a lot of digital marketers in the group. We have real estate agents in the group, but bringing in people who are experts in other parts of this industry is going to help the group out as a whole. A lot of people are like, well, how do I write copy for this? Or, what's the best email sequence for that, right? So as we continue to grow and do these masterclasses and do these things together, those kind of people are going to start being in the group. So when you ask a question about copywriting, you're going to get 10 answers from 10 master copywriters. Like, people have been doing this for 15, 20 years, know every last detail about how to write direct response marketing, right? So I think that's a really important part to not only growing this group, but growing this group as somewhere that you can go to get real actionable answers and get the right answers, right? Not people just blowing smoke up your ass.
Yeah.
100%. And actually, if you guys have a masterclass that you want to see us do, go ahead and put it down in the comments. Let us know, what kind of masterclass would you like to see? I know there's a lot of people there that are waiting for Google. Well, actually, there's
Google masterclasses, man.
Google Ads masterclass. YouTube Ads.
I know a guy who's been doing Google Ads since 2003.
Right? I told you I'm not teaching another one. No, I'm just kidding.
But so this is really cool because the idea of a master, and I think you were kind of introduced to the masterclass style when you joined our group, right? Like when we started.
I've seen them out there before.
But you got inspired by it from the last one we did.
Yeah. So when I did it with you guys and I actually hosted one, I was like, this is great because it's an hour or two. It's great actionable. And again, it's not so much, hey, click this button and click that button and do this and do that. It's all about the reasons why you do everything, right? And how people, no matter what happens with Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or Google Ads, like whatever's happening, right? The psychology behind why marketing works doesn't change, right? And I think that's the great part about the masterclass. It's not necessarily do this, this, and this. It's here's the reasons why things work, and you can apply all of these reasons to your business.
Yeah.
And Anthony, are you still selling real estate?
So I do still sell real estate. I don't sell nearly as much as I used to. Obviously, I have a team of 6 that basically sells all the real estate for me. But I still sell foreclosures for every major bank in the country on Long Island. And it's a business that thankfully completely runs itself.
Yeah, which is awesome because again, we were talking about like, we want to bring people in. We want people to help us grow this group and to make it bigger and to offer more value. But again, one of the biggest like issues is all the misinformation in the real estate marketing niche. I mean, I've seen some big players, right, jump in and they start talking about this and that with real estate and giving advice. And it's like, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. You're not in the business. Like you just don't get it. Like you don't understand the struggle. We're not selling an e-com product on Amazon. It's not the same.
Yeah, exactly. It's not e-commerce. That's, you know, it's not, it is local lead gen, but it's not at the same time, which is tough for some people to understand.
Right. It's very tough.
Which makes it a very tough industry to work in too.
Yeah. And the other thing, I mean, I would say that real estate ads have more like, because dentists, you know, chiropractors, I've helped, I haven't actually had my own dentist or chiropractor clients, but I've helped people who did set up their ads, write the ads, put them in and like get leads, right? Like I was able to do that. It didn't take a lot. And a lot of times there's already a template out there that somebody's done that just works easy, right? But with real estate, like it's different. You're like, there's so much more to it. I would not say it is nearly as intense as affiliate marketing and what's there, because that is like ads on a whole nother level. But real estate is like lead gen on a whole nother level. Like here's your easy lead gen stuff. And then there's real estate, right? Is way up there because there's so much more to it.
Yeah. And I think part of the big challenge too is just the process of the real estate sale, right? Like I just, you know, and I think a lot of people miss that. I think a lot of people just don't understand what goes into what happens after you generate a lead.
Yeah. Generating a lead isn't the hard part, right? That's the easy part. It's all everything.
Well, even if the follow-up is the easy part, even after a lead is qualified, the hard part starts.
Well, I mean, Shane,
unbelievable.
We were diving into those numbers this past week. I mean, we're looking at, you know, ISA is making thousands of calls each month and looking at the number of contacts, the people that they were actually able to get on the phone. Out of those, the number that were able to be set to an appointment or that were interested, but maybe didn't want to have an appointment right now, or the people that were at least a year or more out, but planned on moving in the next few years. Like we had it broken down into each of those different categories. We called them a soft nurture, a hard nurture, and an appointment, right? So like looking at thousands of leads that go to those 3 different categories, and then those 3 different categories from there, you know, most marketers, like our job is done, but there's so much more because after you have those appointments set, was the appointment met? Was it not met? Did the agent cancel? Did the person cancel? Were they qualified, unqualified? What happened at the meeting? You know, did things change? Like there's so much that goes on. Okay, they signed, great, but could they get approved? Could they not get approved, right? Like
so, I just want to say something here because I just see Cameron here says he posted a comment here. Says, wait, so you're saying that actual clients actually have to do some work too? Well, yeah, of course they have to do some work, but I don't think unless you're in the business of real estate, unless you're a real estate agent and you're a marketer, now you're doing marketing, you know, and if you actually sold homes, like you can even like you have an appointment set, and then even that, like after that, there's so many other things that can happen. Like, you know, you
well, like I said, appointment set. Okay, did they meet? Did they not meet? Were they qualified? Were they unqualified? Do they want credit repair? Do they not want credit repair? Are they planning on moving? Do they have a home to sell? Are they able to rent? Like what?
Oh, yeah. But even if you have the perfect lead, they're pre-approved, they're in market, they're ready to shop around. And like, there are so many other variables, so many other problems that can happen after that. It's unbelievable, right? And I don't think this doesn't have, there's not too many other industries that this can happen in, right? I mean, the person can find the perfect house and then put in an offer, and all of a sudden you got 3 other offers that come in, and then they lose the sale. And it's like, the agent has to write another offer, and then all of a sudden, the original offer from, like, this just happened to one of my clients where they put in an offer for a client. It was in multiples. They lost, and so the client and the real estate agent super disappointed. Now they got to keep shopping. This is the 3rd offer they've put in a really hot market. They come back and say, hey, our original offer, it fell through because of some, like, small thing. Do you want to resubmit an offer? Okay, yeah, absolutely. So now we're back at the offer table. Like, it's just, I don't think people
know what's going to happen. I had the funniest story happen the other day. So I met with a mortgage broker. I told you guys I met with a mortgage buddy of mine the other day, and so he's telling me a story. So a guy, he's got an agent friend who does like 3 deals a year, right? And so he always throws in the business when he gets it. So the guy wants to put an offer on a $4.3 million house. Okay, so the guy's putting $2.2 million down, and he needs a $2.1 million mortgage, right? So anybody hears that, they're like, holy shit, like super qualified. He's got $2.2 million in cash. This is going to be an easy deal. Guy comes into his office, talks to him. He's like, yeah, listen, I got to keep the payments between $26,000 and $28,000 a month. And like, you hear that and you're like, most people are like, all right, listen, $3,500 is too much. Can we bring that down to $3,400, right? This guy's like, anywhere between $26,000 and $28,000, I'm totally fine, right? So the guy brings him his tax returns, and he's got like a stack, right? A stack of tax returns this big. And I was telling Pat this the other day, actually, in one of the threads. So he goes, he gives it to his underwriter. The underwriter comes back to him and he goes, listen, we can't do this loan. And he looks at him and he goes, what do you mean you can't do the loan? The guy's putting $2.2 million down. How can we not do this loan? The guy makes negative $8,000 a year.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw your comment on this today. Yeah.
So no matter what, like, even when you think the guy is super qualified, right? He got an offer on the house, offers accepted. Now he goes to get the loan. And again, like a homeowner, okay, this guy's putting $2.2 million down. This is going to be a nice, easy deal. Guy makes a negative $8,000 a year. Crazy part was he still got the loan. Gosh, that's the craziest part to me.
That's insane. Here's a good question. I'm a realtor and investor. Why are the Facebook leads so crappy? I run seller ads, generate about 60 leads a month on Facebook, and a majority of them don't even answer their phone. I generate Google leads at about 50 a month, and most leads answer first phone call.
Is this a question for me? Because I wasn't listening.
Sure, let's make it for Anthony.
Why not? I'm a realtor and investor. Why are the Facebook leads so crappy? I run seller ads and generate about 60 leads a month on Facebook, and a majority don't even answer the phone. Okay. I generate Google leads about 50 a month, and most leads answer first phone call.
Okay, so it's an intent thing. The type of ads you're running, I don't know what they are. I haven't seen them, right? First of all, generating 60 leads a month on Facebook is not generating any leads. You might as well not be generating leads on Facebook if you're only generating 60 a month, to be totally honest. If you're not generating at least 100, 150 leads at absolute minimum, you're kind of wasting your money, to be totally honest with you. Facebook leads are going to convert at a lower rate than pretty much any other lead out there. Google leads are answering the phone because think about when people use Google, right? And the best example of why people use Google is when they have a roof issue, right? When you have a leak in your roof, what do? You don't wait for Facebook to serve you an ad about a leaky roof. What you do is you go to Google and you say, roof repair Long Island, right? And you find the 4 people who are advertising and you call all 4 of them to get a quote. So in your case, whatever ads you're running right now, obviously Google is where your target market is, right? Whether it's a motivated seller, like someone needs to get their house right now or wants a valuation on their home, whatever it is, your advertisement on Google is showing much higher intent for the type of ads you're running. The Facebook ads that you're running most likely are just, you're kind of throwing shit at the wall, for lack of a better way to put it, and you're hoping that something comes back. And with 60 leads, you're never going to get something back. You need to generate a whole lot more than 60 leads a month to get anything from a Facebook leads.
Well, let's talk about the difference versus cost per lead.
Well, yeah, actually, I'd be curious.
Sure.
What is your difference in cost per lead for Facebook leads versus Google leads? And what kind of ad are you running? Is it a home evaluation ad, or is it like if you want your house sold ad, or what are we dealing with? And then let's see. He says, so I should stick to Google. It depends. Google is intent marketing, right? So like Anthony said, it's intention marketing. Facebook is interruption marketing. So there's a difference.
Right.
I am interested to see like
marketing. I like that.
Interruption marketing. Yeah, it's a pattern interrupt.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
But that's to a certain degree, right? Like I get it that it's pattern interrupt or it's disruption marketing, right? But that's like if we're going to sit here and argue whether or not Facebook knows whether you're in market or not, like they're serving ads to people that are
they know,
in
right?
market.
But what type of ad is he running, right? If he's looking for somebody to pick up their phone today to sell their home today, that's probably not the best Facebook ad to be running, right? Because you have to catch that person at the right time, in the right moment, when they have a chance to pick up the phone or answer whatever it is, right? So Google, for whatever reason, the person's Googling it and they're being served the right ad at the right time. So it really depends what kind of ad he's running. I think I think that's really right there.
Yeah. So he just said here, Facebook lead costs $7 a lead, $40 to $60 a lead on Google. And I guess then the other question would be, what are the conversion rates at that point, right? And then once you start looking at conversion rates, then you can figure out which one's your better advertising platform.
I'm running motivated seller ads directly from the masterclass on Facebook. Oh, cool. Cool.
Great. So he's getting good numbers on the motivated seller ads.
Yeah, $7 a lead.
Great.
Yep.
I like it. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. And then 40 to 60. Are you running a similar model to the masterclass on Google? Is that what you're doing differently to get the 40 to 60 lead? Let us know in the comments.
Actually interesting to do an addition to that motivated seller masterclass for Google advertising, remarketing, how people can actually utilize that. That would be if you guys want that.
8 deals out of 52 leads on Google.
How many?
20.
Out of 52. Can you up your ad spend on Google, please?
Yeah.
Like,
altogether.
If I were you and I was getting 20 deals a month with $60 or $40 to $60 leads, I would find a way to get
More money.
I don't know, 400 to 600 leads.
And if you can't handle leads, sell them.
Yeah, right.
Right. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, you listen, you're converting, right? You're converting at nearly 50%. You're like 42%, right? Go scale
what are you
that.
doing in this group? Go work. It's like,
Yeah. Why are you on Whiskey
God. What's that? Like,
Kari, are you wholesaling these? And when you say deals, are you saying appointments or like you signed the contracts on 20 out of 52 leads? Let us know. Cameron says, show us proof.
James, send him a link. Let's get him on here.
Yeah, right?
dude, no screenshots never happened, buddy.
No
Yeah.
screenshots, never. Wow.
That's right. That's our motto in this group.
That's true. That's a true story.
I want to build a team as a realtor. So do you have 20 sign listing agreement? Like when you say 20 deals, what are we talking about 20 deals? Define that for me. Have they been signed? Are they people that were interested? What are we talking about? Because that's really what I'm interested in, because I think a lot of people are.
Oh, he posted the proof inside the group.
Did he? All right.
No, Kari, we want to see contracts, signed signatures, everything. That's the proof.
Yeah, I need to
No,
trust
it's your bank accounts.
No, we don't need. I'm just saying, were they signed contracts? 20 deals under contract with title company. Okay. 20 deals under contract with title company, and you said you're wholesaling them. All right, that makes sense.
Dude, scale. You're if you're making $5,000 a deal, which is what you should be making at a minimal.
Crazy.
At a minimal wholesale.
The minimal wholesale, you need to stop doing Facebook advertising.
You
and
stop
scale.
watching this live.
Yeah, go right now. Get off the live. Go increase your budget on Google right now.
That's crazy. 20 deals under contract. That's pretty sick.
That's fantastic, man. Congratulations. Those are fucking great numbers, man.
Yeah, for sure. And is that using the same copy from the Facebook Master or Motivated Seller class, just adapted it to Google? Is that what's going on? He says all virtual wholesaling. Nice.
You're not even seeing the property. That is fantastic.
Cameron says screenshots of credit card.
Front and back.
Have you been drinking, Cameron? Is that what's going on here?
And I also need zip code, please.
Zip code where the billing address is at.
Oh my God.
Well, that's great. And those are great results. And yeah, I mean, if you're getting those, I mean, it's probably you're probably best to start scaling that stuff before somebody else takes it.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and you're obviously hitting enough of the market right now with what you're already spending. So just increasing your spend should give you the exact same results as you scale up.
Yeah.
Yep. So Anthony, do we know what the masterclass in August is going to be on?
Oh, I already know. Yeah, but we can't divulge that just yet because you have a masterclass coming up. We got to focus on that right now. Okay, and after that masterclass, that Whiskey Thursday, that night is when we'll announce what the new masterclass is. But I can tell you this, it is not going to be social media related. It's going to be marketing related and something that every single marketer out there and real estate agent too, not only needs, but
Right
needs
back,
to
guys.
be better at. Okay.
Needs
Something needs to be better at.
Okay.
I see
Taxes. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, taxes. Oh my god. No, but
Yeah.
I see a lot of ads. You know, a lot of people say, "Hey, can you take a quick look at this ad for me? Can you do this?" It's one of those things that is going to make a drastic difference in their ad, and I think we're actually going to be able to steal him for 2 hours plus a Q&A versus just a 1 hour plus Q&A. This is going to be
Excited.
a very, very good one. You know, once we get everything finalized with him in the next couple weeks, it'll be great, and I'm excited to have him be a part of this. I already spoke to him about being more active in the group, and he's on board, so he's ready to answer questions and help people out in the interim.
Okay.
So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a really good addition to have him active in the group. I think a lot of people are going to really benefit from him being here.
I love it. I love it. We're doing.
How's your go-kart, dude? I heard you were like just go-karting away the other day.
I got another one.
I heard you were just going nuts.
I got one, and then there was another guy that I'd been talking to, and it was the other one that I was looking at buying. And when I bought the first one, I was like, okay, and I just threw him a ridiculous offer. Well, he messages me the other day. He's like, yeah, I'll take it. I'm like,
Really?
so will I. Let's do this. I
Let's
said,
make
but
this happen.
you have to deliver it because it was an hour and a half or hour and a quarter drive. So I'm like,
Okay.
so you have to deliver it. And he's like, okay, I'm like done. I'll have a second one. Why not? Now I can take a friend with me.
Great. I'll be back in one
Except
second.
nobody wants to go to Detroit to ride your go-karts.
It's Lansing. It's much safer, kind of. It's East Lansing, so I don't know. Michigan seems a little rough on the middle to the
Very
east
good.
side. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I haven't had any issues, but I know people that have been mugged. Quite a few of them. But anyways, actually, we had an ISA one time on the way to work. He got carjacked, so that was pretty funny.
Stop it.
Yeah, he did. He called me. He's like, "Hey, Matt." I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it in today." I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, I just got carjacked." I'm like, "Oh,
actually, like I took him
like
out of
at
a car?
gunpoint, carjacked."
Oh my god!
Like some smaller woman came up and started talking to him, and turned around, and there was a guy behind him. Like she went up and distracted him, and then.
Well, the good old distraction play.
Yeah, and then the dude came up behind him with a gun and was like, "Give me the car."
Oh, where is this in Detroit too? Was it like in the middle?
Just on the outskirts of Detroit. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So he's like,
It might be
"Yeah, I'm
time
not
for
gonna
you to
make it
move,
in."
man. It might be time for you to move.
Well, I mean, yeah, right. I know. I want to get out in the country, man. I want acreage. I like land. I grew up on 15 acres.
I just moved into an apartment like in the middle of a village, and
Oh,
it's
man.
fantastic. I like love it. I don't have to drive anywhere. I can do everything.
See, I don't mind driving.
Bar around the corner.
Mhm.
Coolest thing I've ever done. Like literally, you walk in, you grab it. I've got like a membership. You walk in, you grab a cigar. They put the cigar in your account. You don't have to take out your wallet. You stay in there. You smoke the cigar, and then you just leave. I'm like,
that's
this
cool.
is amazing.
That's cool. That's cool. We're going to New York.
Yeah, dude, you guys got. I was telling Shane the other day. He said he got rid of his boat. I was sending him pictures the other day. I was on the boat, and yeah, I said you guys got to come down. Then we'll do it up one weekend. It'll be a good time.
For sure, yeah.
I like boating. I do. I was out there. What was I? Last week and a half ago? I don't know. We went out. Lake St. Clair is like an hour away. My father-in-law's got his boat out there.
Okay.
So we go out there. Like sometimes we'll go out and stay the night on the boat and whatnot. But like this time we're just going fishing, right? Guys' Day for Father's Day.
Yeah.
And we were nailing smallmouth left and right. Like Lake St.
We don't
Clair
get
is one of the
smallmouth up here. You guys
Oh,
have like
dude.
freshwater lakes up there. We don't have that.
Lake St. Clair is one of the best smallmouth lakes in the country. And so we go out there, we just nail them like all day long, just reeling in smallmouth.
I go out there sometimes. I catch 100 fish. I'll go to the exact same spot 2 days later. Not one will come up.
But you got saltwater fish. They're way better eating.
They are. I mean, we got, stripers are great. We go for stripers. We'll start going like a week or two. We'll start really going out there for them. But then the sea bass,
Oh, I'm in.
pretty much all the time. And
I'm in.
we got
I love
fish
seafood.
all
You can
day
drive your
long.
go-kart to New York.
Yeah.
Right? Oh man, Shane, did you pull up?
It's
You should
great.
pull up a picture of this thing, Shane. 'Cause
where is
everybody's
that?
like probably thinking I've got like this man.
Oh, here it is.
I
I already got up on the screen here. There
Ready to go.
it is. Little toys there.
Yeah,
This
so
one
you got,
doesn't come up. It's only these two that came up.
okay, right. So you got the one on the trailer, And you got the one over there. The one on the left is the new one. The one on the trailer is the other one. But I mean, these things do 90+ mile an hour, man. They are quick. You know?
Cameron goes, how did we go from 10 deals from 50 leads to Detroit and Robbie?
What's
I
that?
don't know how we got there. Honestly, I'm not sure.
It's okay. We went from 37 viewers to 24
Yeah, we're like, all right, they're done here.
as soon as we started talking about Detroit robbing.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
man.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, let's
What's up, Luke?
Luke is here. What is going on? So that's the announcement. Anthony's coming in, popping inside the group. Is going to be here a little bit more often, I think.
Well, he's a moderator. He's been
That's right. Watch your posts.
one of the mods, man.
Yeah, watch your
Now you
post.
can
Now
help.
I don't have to like tag them and report this to group admins anymore. You just get
No, dude, all I do is like remove, post, and block, and then like it has like this list of like remove anybody they've invited, remove any of their previous comments or posts in the last 7 days. Like, boom, this person just vanishes.
perfect. Just
I mean,
vanish.
it is like CIA style, man. They're gone.
Yeah.
Like they never existed.
I
Yeah,
just
I
did
think
one
the
too.
other part is, if anybody is part of my other group, the Art of Real Estate Advertising, we're going to be shutting that down in the next week to 2 weeks or so. I'm going to make a couple posts in there about joining this group. So if you are already in this group, don't mind me posting about joining this group. But yeah, we're going to kind of be merging these, and all my time is going to be focused kind of delivering value here and bringing everything I have over here. So so if you are part of that, don't stress out if you can't find it. It's because it's disappearing.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be really good too, because I think we're going to be able to add a lot more content and deliver a lot more value inside the bigger group and keep growing that. So
Yeah, absolutely. That's the
this
whole
is a
point.
good.
Be
Yeah,
able to give as much value to as many people as possible.
yeah.
And again, guys, what kind of master classes do you want to see? Google ads? Do you want to see YouTube ads? Do you want to see Twitter ads, Instagram, Pinterest? What kind of stuff do you want to see? I know some people are going Pinterest, like
Pinterest.
holy
That's
crap.
what everybody
Like,
wants,
Pinterest,
Matt.
the
Everybody
CPM
wants
behind-
Pinterest ads.
Oh, don't even go, like the CPM behind Pinterest is insane right now. I was just looking into it. Like the CPM,
Snapchat
like the
too.
intent is the Snapchat stuff is different. But you know what? A lot of Snapchat people are getting to the point where they can buy a house.
That's actually out of control. The problem with Snapchat is it's the way have you guys ever advertised on Snapchat?
Yeah,
Right.
I actually tested Snapchat for a little while.
So it's weird. You get a lot of action, but I didn't get great results. Although I tried to do real estate advertising on it, I've gotten great results with like music advertising and like, I've done like one-offs for people. So it really depends. You got to know your audience on these platforms, right?
Right.
Yeah, and
Well,
that's
and that's why you have to bring
that's
on
the
a-
audience, right? That's on Snapchat right now, right? I mean, that's going to change probably over the next few years or so. But I think that like right now may not be the best time to be advertising on Snapchat. But CPMS are super low, man.
Yeah, but Pinterest, on the other hand, man, Pinterest is killing it for some people.
Pinterest is where it's at.
I'm not even kidding. Like it is killing it for some people right now. And
I actually love that there's actually coaches out there right now who actually pitch Pinterest as a place that you should be posting on a daily basis. And it makes me so happy every time I see one of these coaches talk about it. I'm just like, wow. I'm like, did you make this presentation in 2008? Like, when exactly did you make it?
I love it. I love it.
Jeremy's here. What's going on, Jeremy? He says LinkedIn. So I'm assuming, I'm not sure what I'm assuming, but I'm thinking maybe acquisition or LinkedIn ads. Why don't you let us know?
Client acquisition with using LinkedIn ads. We could certainly do a masterclass on that. The LinkedIn ads are very similar to Facebook ads. They're powerful as shit on LinkedIn.
Well, and I've been, just from what I've been reading and stuff like that, I mean, I think LinkedIn's going to be the next big thing. It's been a little while that and ads are expensive there. That's one of the, big things. But the reach is good, on LinkedIn. And it might be a really good place to, at least consider, advertising there just, maybe in the next year or 2 years or so.
So it's funny about LinkedIn. I'm a big like Gary Vee fan. And Gary's been basically saying for like years, like LinkedIn is kind of where it's at right now. The organic reach on LinkedIn is ridiculous. Like forget about the advertising reach. If you are friends with your target market, like you are connected with them, everybody you don't go on LinkedIn every day, right? That's not realistic to think you do that. But even if you go on like once a month, right? When I go on LinkedIn, I spend like 30 minutes on LinkedIn. I look through like everything because I've been on there in 2 weeks,
Right.
right? So the crazy part of LinkedIn is not algorithmed like Facebook is, like we only see your top 20 or 30 people. Like every single post that was made over the last 30 days, you see on there. So
Yeah.
the organic reach part of it is a really interesting thing. It's a slower gain, right? Like because you might make a post today and someone might not see it for 30 days.
Yeah.
But they will eventually see it, right? It might even be 60 days from now. So it's the organic part of LinkedIn is actually hugely powerful.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, it's, I've seen people recently messaging me about stuff that I sent out 6 months ago.
Yeah, because you just don't want it, right? Like,
Right.
I don't wake up in the morning like I'm hopping on LinkedIn right now. Like,
Right. Now you roll over, you grab your Facebook and you're
Yeah.
that's it, right?
The
Twitter,
only,
maybe.
the only thing I go on LinkedIn on,
like I go on
I go on LinkedIn to see if anybody's responded to my automated messages.
right.
That's the only time I visit LinkedIn.
Yeah, see, I barely read my emails. Like I try to find like appointments when they show up in there, but that's about all I'm looking for. My emails.
But that the difference, like that's us, right? There are some people that spend their time on LinkedIn.
Yeah, there definitely are.
More so than Facebook, right?
yeah.
I mean,
No,
they're
I was
on
saying-
there and they're
I was
posting.
saying email.
Yeah.
I was saying email with
Oh,
because Anthony said he checks his email. I said, yeah, in the mornings, like, I look at like anything I recently signed up for, I'll check out. But like otherwise I'm trying to see like, okay,
So I've been setting up these new zaps to notify me of important emails.
oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah, I
just don't check emails anymore. And what was happening is like I was getting emails because I get emails from someone like the ISAs, the purchases from Stripe, like so many emails that come through, hundreds and hundreds a day, right? Like it's insane how many emails I get. And I'm like, there's got to be a way now that I can manage my emails, right? Like, sure, I'll just set up a bunch of zaps of like, whenever I get an important email from a client or a purchase, just zap me. Or like send me a text message, right? So now I'm getting
I've been doing that. I've been doing that for a while, right? My clients, I get a text from, and like stupid things. Like, so I told you I joined that boat club. So when like I have a reservation that like I'm trying to get another one, it'll send me a text message because it reads my email and it's like, oh, this is now available. So I get the text message from it.
It's way better.
So
yeah. So well, and then I'm gonna need a zap to like zap. Like once my text messages just get overwhelming, I'll have to like zap the text messages to Messenger or something. Yeah. I have to figure something else out.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah.
The life as a marketer. Let us know. Do you guys read your emails? Let us know below. Do you read your emails? Do you not read your emails? I'm kind of interested. Do you read your Facebook messages? Yes or no? Because like there's so many bots now, right? There's so many bots that are sending you stuff.
Read, but I unsubscribe from like every bot. I hate them.
See, I leave my bot subscriptions and I mark them red because eventually, like when I have a question about something, like I'll go back to that person, I'll go through all their stuff and be like, okay. Oh, I like this.
Yeah,
right.
So like,
and then
I might do bots. So for me, I don't care.
Right. Well, no, it's not about bots. It's like that person, like maybe they do something with affiliate marketing, maybe they do something with email marketing, and I want to hear more about it. But like I sign up and then I see the message, and I'm like, I don't have time right now, but I'll go back, right? Because I remember like that bot sent me like 6 different messages.
Right.
So I'll go there before I'll go to my email. It's kind of funny.
I hear. All right, I'm getting yelled at. I got to run, guys.
Well, no, that's cool, man. And we're probably gonna wrap this up anyways because I think it's about that time.
Guys, I'm excited to help you guys grow the group. Excited to the master classes. Matt, you fucked me up in July, but it's fine. I understand. You got to do more.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, are you going to Inman in July?
So I'm scheduled to go. I have not booked my tickets yet.
Okay.
I'm kind of a last minute guy. I'll know that week if I'm going or not. Right now, the plan is to go.
So your plans are to go to Inman. Okay.
My plans.
Yeah,
right now,
we've been talking about it as well to try to get out there.
Have you guys ever been to Inman?
What's that?
Have you guys ever been to Inman?
No.
So Inman's a fucking great conference, like very, very.
We don't want all the fucking marketers on this.
No. I'm going to tell you the 2 parts of it, right? Great conference, very high level. The highest brokers, like the biggest brokerages are there. The CEOs and the tech guys you want to meet are all there. The problem is if you don't know them, they're not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
So it's a very much a networked conference. I was lucky enough years ago. I started AIM Open House in 2014. I did Startup Alley, which is basically one of their vendor, like, you know,
Well,
you buy it.
this is why I'm asking if you're going.
So yeah, I mean, that's why I'm
Because I know I would have a feeling you're well connected there.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a
I
little
think-
well connected there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
So
sure we're
yeah,
sending Shane.
yeah, if I go, please, nobody else besides Shane and Matt find me. No, everybody's welcome to find me. But yeah, if I go, I'll definitely let you guys know. It's like a 95% chance right now. There's always the chance that something comes up and I don't wind up going. I always go to the one in New York, which is every January.
Yeah.
This one, pretty much every other year I go to. I didn't go last year, so it looks like I'm going this year. But again, 95% chance I'm going.
Come on, it's Vegas. Let's go have some fun.
That's what's good. It was in San Francisco.
Matt's not allowed to come.
I didn't want to go. You're not allowed to go to Vegas. Perfect. Now, Inman's, it's a great conference, but you got to don't just expect to show up. Like for anybody listening, don't just expect to show up and just start talking to, like, you know, the CEO of, you know, don't expect to go walk up to Gary Keller and him to, like, accept talking to you. It's just not gonna happen.
But there's a lot of other opportunity there. It's not just Gary Keller, right? There is a lot of opportunity.
There's a lot of brokerages, a lot of single agents. And the other part is, like, if you do wind up going, or anybody winds up going from this, just like figure out where the networking events are. Like, the conference isn't even where everything happens. It's everything after the conference, right? Find out where every party is, every networking event.
Yeah.
Don't fucking drink, okay? Have a drink and talk to people.
Yeah.
Get wasted and go try and talk to people. Have a drink. Okay.
Yeah.
This networking conference. Now, there's a time and a place, like 2:00 in the morning, go nuts. But between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m., go talk to people.
Yeah.
People, you know, especially at those events, they're willing to talk to you. They're willing to you know,
Because they're drinking.
they're drinking. So as a marketer, don't drink. Get
I
collected.
heard real estate agents love to party. So,
Oh, they do.
yeah.
Oh, they do. And listen, I'm a realtor, right?
Yeah, you guys will be hitting me up when it's time to go to family reunion. Like, Matt can get us tickets. Like, can we
You
go?
say family reunion? What is that?
AW family reunion.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh my god, it sounds like it's such a boring place to
25,000
go.
agents. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Well, keep us posted, Anthony, and you know, we're super pumped about having you inside the big group.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I think, again, you know, I think it's going to bring a ton of value here, and I hope everybody else that's, you know, watching and knows the news now is excited about it as well. Looking forward to doing more of these master classes with you.
And real quick, Matt, we're talking about Inman, the conference in Las Vegas coming up. Cameron said we're talking about pigeon mail delivery. And Matt says, is this an actual event? Cameron's been drinking, it seems. So,
I believe it's July 23rd to July 27th. If you guys want to go, let me know. I think I can get you a $100 discount on tickets. But yeah, so that's about all I can offer you in regards to Inman at this time.
there you
Well,
go.
we'll see you in Vegas. If you're going, Anthony, if you're going, I'll see you there for sure, because my plans were to go to Inman this year.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's about a 95% chance. I mean, I know I'll talk to you before then, but it looks like I'm going right now, but I'll know probably within the week to 10 days before whether it's 100%. I mean, I have, you know, tickets and the whole deal, but I haven't made the absolute decision yet. You know, I book it on points so that way I can cancel literally at any time.
Yeah. Well, if it's not Inman, then we'll see you on the lake in New York or in the ocean.
Sounds
There we
yeah,
go.
we go to the ocean in New York. We don't do the lake out here.
You
We're
don't.
gonna do some fishing.
Yeah, I was telling Matt, I thought you were on a lake when I was looking on the map. It looked like a lake, but I guess that's the ocean.
Gonna do some fishing.
All right, gentlemen.
Sounds good, guys. Well, everybody that's watching, thanks so much for joining us on Whiskey Thursday tonight. And
Made it this far.
What?
If you made it this far, hashtag trooper in the comments below.
Hashtag Trooper.
Live,
Sounds good.
replay, all that fun stuff.
Anthony, we'll see you later.
We will.
Matt, stick around. And
I'll be here.
we'll be here.
All right, guys. I'm out.
Sounds good.
Take
See
care.
Anthony. All right, finally got rid of him. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, that's some exciting stuff, right?
I'm pretty pumped, man.
Yeah,
like
I
these
think it's gonna
master classes, like Anthony and I were talking. I mean, I think there's going to be some really cool stuff coming through. There's a lot of stuff that I've been looking into, so I think this is a great opportunity for me, like, or for Anthony to go out and find people that we're all interested in and what they're doing, and learn some of these new secrets that are starting to come out. Because, like,
Yeah, and I think
thing
just
is,
that the ability of for us to be able to continue to add some content and more value inside the group and just
there's all that, but like the selfish side of it is like we're gonna go get people who are doing cool things, and we're gonna get them to tell us their secrets. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
No, that's great.
Like, show me what you're doing with YouTube, show me what you're doing with Pinterest or Twitter or whatever it is, that you're doing cool things with.
Twitter ads.
Man, like there are so many different places that will be running ads right now. I was looking at it the other day. I'm like, oh my god,
who wants Twitter ads?
what is Twitter? You got to look at the demographics of each of the different sources.
Yeah, very true. Well, listen, Matt, let's wrap this up here. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. It was great chatting with you, and everybody that's watching Whiskey Thursday tonight, thanks so much for joining us and sticking around here. We've got Nick that's still here, Cameron, Peter, Chris, Jeremy, Nick, Pack is still here. Matthew's still around. Brad, thanks guys for sticking with us here tonight. Always love seeing you guys here and supporting us.
If you're looking to get into that private group, go ahead and message Shane or myself, and we'll get you guys a link.
Sounds good. Matt, that is it. Just stick around. Yeah, stick around. I want to talk to you for a little bit. So let me just figure out how to end this live.
Right.
And here we go. See you later, guys. Have a good night.